What's up, y'all? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy Mikey Foe. And today, what I want to talk to y'all about is how becoming an owner-operator or just becoming a CDL driver and what you up against and places that you end up going to. One thing that you're going to always run into is going to new places. And going to these new places, what you always want to do is you always want to try to, plan your route. You got to plan your route. You got to figure out where you're going. If it's guys that work at the same place you work that you talk to them. See if they've been there before. Try to figure out, okay, what this place is like where you going. You know what I mean? You always got to ask questions. Google it. Google the city. Try to get as much information as you can about this place before you even go. Figure out what you're carrying. Figure out how much it weighs. See what type of situation you're putting yourself into before you go, because, you don't want to be in a situation where you're going somewhere you got to deal with the police and you're going somewhere you overweight, you ain't got permits. These are all of the things, all of the factors that you want to weigh in on, because you don't want to screw yourself. And then people asking me, I'm getting a lot of people asking me, hey, have you been to a sundown town? I ain't been to no sundown town, thankfully, but in the event that I do go to a sundown town, and I'm well prepared to, protect myself by any means. Just like I'm from the city of Chicago, Maywood to be exact. So if it's any event where I feel like that I got to protect myself and I got to do something to you, I'm going to do just that, gang. I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm going to let somebody just, do something to me and I'm going to let it be. I ain't going like that, because at the end of the day, everywhere I go, I got fire. I got, the conceal and carry. So, but at the end of the day, I never want to be in a situation where, okay, I'm in a jam. So if it's ever a situation where I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. So with that being said, always put yourself in a position where you're doing your research on where you're going before you go, because that's the last thing you want to do. Is you want to go to somewhere where you're going to go where it's nothing but racist people and they going to, try to cause harm to you, and you ain't going to make it home. Because, the idea of this is, you want to drive there, get to where you're going safe, and make it home safe. Nobody want to go to work and don't never come back, because, you got everybody got family, and, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. You know what I mean? But yeah, it ain't just the sundown towns that y'all got to worry about. You got to deal with that shit everywhere you go. I've been to places that wasn't sundown towns and people was looking at me upside my head. So it's like, no matter where you go, you're going to deal with something. But it's all about how you carry yourself. Carry yourself in the right way. Be respectful. Regardless if you're being respected or not, just be respectful and just move on. Because at the end of the day, you ain't got to see them people tomorrow. You don't got to see them people again the next day. So just sometimes, it's always easier just to, walk away. It don't make you a hoe. It don't make you a punk. It don't make you a pussy. Just to, get yourself out of a situation, because most of the time you saving them. Because at the end of the day, you know what you'll do to them, but they don't know what you'll do to them. So, keep all of that in mind, because at the end of the day, that's what's important. Making it home safe. And as far as being a owner operator in today's world, like, man, it's when you getting these loads and you getting these loads, it's just you got so much to worry about. And then you dealing with sundown towns, and then they say the police is covering it up. Okay, so if you got police that's covering it up and you're a truck driver, right? Make sure everything on your truck is legal. Make sure every single thing on your truck is legal. If you're pulling something that's overweight, make sure you got the right permits. So at the end of the day, always be prepared for the inevitable. And never let the company that you're pulling for or working for put you in a jam that's going to put you in a situation where you ain't going to come home. So never let somebody put you out of service if you can avoid it, because being put out of service means that, okay, now you can't move your truck until either the company comes and break that weight down, or your hours reset. So if you driving, make sure your hours is on point. You going somewhere you don't know where you're going. You know what I mean? And then if you do got to park and you got to go somewhere overnight, make sure wherever you at, you keep your doors locked. You keep your pipe. You sleep with your pipe. And if you don't got a pipe, sleep with your knife. If you don't got a knife, sleep with your flashlight. Sleep with a weapon. And wherever you parked at, make sure you parked in a well-lit situation, well-lit area, because, man, people will try you. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you prepare for everything. So at the end of the day, be safe. That's important. All right, one, stay up.